Hi, my loves. Today I have a love reading for you, but today comes with a trigger warning because I think there are a few messages that want to come out and they don't. And it might be that they come out today. It's just, I obviously can't influence the cards, but what I'm feeling at the moment is a lot about boundary setting. It's a lot about rethinking things, reworthing yourself, understanding patterns and behaviors and willingness to change. So when I look into your love situation, there might be things coming up that are different to the other readings. I don't know why, but that's just what I feel and what I'm urged to do today. So I hope you understand. All right, so 3 objects for you to choose from. We have an amethyst, orange calcite, Labradorite. Pick your crystal, stone, and I see you in your reading. If you have chosen the amethyst, this is your reading. Let's see your love life. What are the messages that want to come out but they don't in the general readings? It's almost, I feel I'm only talking to a few of you. Just because there are some people who really want to know something beyond the normal reading. Let's see what comes up. Your love life. What is going on? What do you have to know? 6 of Pentacles. The World. The Star. I do want 2 more. King of Pentacles. And Ace of Pentacles. That is lovely. So no worries. So far, no trigger. Shall I get the other cards out? Yes. Your love life. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? Amethyst group. What do you need to know? Ten of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, King of Wands. Karmic cycle, repetition, soul lesson, closure. 3's a crowd. Crossroads, whip, house. False person, All right. So in general, this is good. This is good news, but there's underlying there's an issue, or there are issues. In general, I can pick up the card, but unfortunately, these are very visual, these cards. This is the world, and this is the karmic cycle. Although this is more the Wheel of Fortune, it's still a completion of a cycle, which the world also indicates. And there's a closure. So if you had a back and forth with someone that you really want to stop, or that you try to change in some way, I'm not sure you gave up, but you are aware of what really happened, and you are not going to get into the same kind of cycle again. There's still hope. That person is there. You are there, and you know what you want. You want something stable, committed, something new, something healing, and something worthwhile, where both of you put in effort. You were definitely overgiving, 100%. If that's not you, then please pick another pile. This is definitely someone who, yeah, like I said, was overgiving, was in repeated cycles with the same stories, with the same person or with different people. And this is coming to an end. 3 is a crowd. So there is possibly another person involved in this partnership. There are arguments, or it's interesting that the 5 of Swords is a card of conflict, and so is the whip, and the whip came out on top of the conflict. So there might be arguments, or there will be inner conflict about commitment, about building a family, about family issues. There are decisions that need to be, important decisions that need to be made, and there could be arguments about it. It's about stability. It's about taking the lead and make it happen, make something happen, get the ball rolling in a way. The fourth person could be the third person, or it could be that you are unknowingly have been pulled into something. And that's what the arguments were about. If you don't know about another person, then this could be just people interfering in your connection, talking this person out of it. This false person could just be a friend who does not have their best interest at heart, or you're a friend of yours. Be careful, this is a general reading. Do not accuse one of your friends who's trying to help that they don't have your best interest at heart. You know, it's not like that. You would know, honestly. You would know. You wouldn't be in my readings if you wasn't intuitive and knew what resonates and what doesn't. So it's someone's not open, someone's wearing a mask, someone's not telling the truth, or not having your best interest or the other person's best interest at heart. Maybe you are the person who isn't quite 100% honest in this. Yeah, I think 3 is a crowd, and 4th person is really connected. You know, it could be a mother-in-law or something. It could be just someone who's interfering constantly. Doesn't have to be a third party. In this, it's even a little child who they both look at. So I don't know. I don't think it's a child at all, but you know. Yeah, you feel small, you feel something's getting triggered, and you're in a healing phase, or you're in a phase where you no longer accept not getting what you want. It's like in some of the readings, I have two men. It's again two male energies. It doesn't mean it's two men. It just means that an up-leveling of both people has taken place, and they're both on the same level. Yeah, big discussions about maybe moving together, building together, definitely. Family. What are we gonna do now? Finances. New beginnings. But you see the pattern. That is the good thing. You see the pattern. So you have ended one cycle. You have mastered this. Look how easy she's walking on the karmic wheel. Finally, she knows how to walk it, how to work it, and has learned her soul lesson in a way. Let me. What is happening now? So there's an opening for a new beginning. Stand still in your boundaries in case you put some up. You're not wrong. And if there are choices, you definitely choose wisely, more wisely. Also with the fourth person, if it's you, do not bend to other people's. I don't think you do that anymore. I think that is the new cycle. You might have just made yourself really small in order to fit, and then the other person doesn't. They just feel the energy not being right. They don't understand what it is. Yeah. The Emperor, Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Definitely a new beginning. Now one person is even rising up even further. I think because what is offered is a little too little for the Queen of Swords, for the Emperor. So they're like, nah. I think you see through things. And when someone comes with one breadcrumb in a very childish, non-committal energy, you're just not having it. And again, the Queen of Swords on top of the whip, on top of the Five of Swords. You have made up your mind, and you even go to argue. You don't care anymore that much. You're on your Emperor. In a way, it's stubbornness, but it's good. It's boundary setting and standing behind it, understanding your worth. It's good. You're not having it anymore. You don't let other people get away with giving a little whilst you give all you have. Yeah, the only warning is the Emperor is quite, it's not cold, but it's a little bit ruler. It's a ruler, and it's a ruler energy. It's missing, and also the Queen of Swords. It's not very warm. If you could bring a little bit more warmth in this. The Five of Swords is harsh and piercing. Whip is piercing. And that with the Queen of Swords, that's quite a feisty person. Boundaries are good, but how they are installed and held up, that can be done softly. With compassion. There is, because it's in the cards and it's going towards commitment. It's going towards commitment. It's in the cards. There is a person here. There are two people here. Maybe you have two men. And there's stability here. There's stability, and there's a new opening. There also I see two men. One is more grounded and is offering commitment straight away. The other one is offering a kind of stability, but it's not as committed as the other person, or as you would want it to be. I think the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius person, they're a little bit immature and offer a little bit. The Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo person is the one who is more steady, more stable, maybe older, and a little bit fatherly, motherly. Very caring. See, they offer a whole new world, a whole new beginning. And from the King of Wands, a little child is coming with a tiny little coin. I think you're not taking it. I think you're like, nah. What do I want? What shall I do with that? So yeah, definitely you're not repeating the same thing. You have learned a lot. Gaslighting, denial, mind games, emotional control. This all goes on here with the Five of Swords. This is bad. If this happened to you, I'm really sorry. So do not be like that. Do not do it, and do not have it done to you. Yeah. This goes on the false person. That is some of the truth behind it, you know. If someone wasn't honest, they might have played mind games. You see, if you're dealing with an avoidant, for example, because they need their emotional control, they will play mind games to get what they want. And then because they have to stay in a certain emotional level in order for them to survive mentally. They might do that. They might gaslight and deny things and just be a little bit, they're probably a little bit, or could be a little bit cunning, not quite honest. Let's put it that way. And if there's a third party, then someone might not be completely honest about it. So what do we do now with this? So in a way, everything is here on the table. Everything is for grabs. It's just the choices you make. Don't enter the same cycle. If it looks the same, it will be the same. If you install boundaries, make sure they're not cutting, but they're fair, and do not budge, but do not accuse either. So, yeah, I think I need a closing advice. I think this whole situation has to develop now. This has to work itself out. Once it has worked itself out and you have made your decisions and taken the next step, or the next step chapter has started, then we can see more. At the moment, everything's on the table. There's commitment on the table. It's just what you put up with. Hold your head up high. Stay on your throne. Yeah, and try to make it soft but sturdy, stern. Do not budge, basically, but be kind. Yeah. Okay, let's get an advice for you. Closing advice. What shall you do now? A leg up. A leg up. So, two options. You get a leg up from the person, from another person, from the universe, or you give a leg up. That means you, by setting boundaries and telling exactly what you want in a kind and warm way, you're helping the situation. You're helping the other person to ascend. One more. Mending. Yeah, it's about a situation that needs mending. So it's about something that someone might come with a little apology, and instead of saying it's too little too late, unless you really feel like it, you could try to sort it out and give them a leg up, give them a little help and a little hint. You know, very often we think the other person knows where we're coming from, but because of their experience and their kind of glasses, they see the world through with their childhood and whatever happened to them. Not an excuse, just to show you different world views, obviously, right? And yeah, so sometimes you see them a certain way, and when they don't react like you would expect them to, because you think they are a certain way, then you're disappointed, but it's, in a way, it's your fault, because you see them as you want and not as they are. So the more honest you can be with picking them up where they are and trying to not see them as you would like them to be, but you see them as they really are. You try to drop expectations of them, and so, yeah, see beyond what you think. You might think they're so confident and they're just a cheater, or they're just narcissistic, and whatever buzzword is around Maybe they're just insecure, and maybe they're just avoidant because they have trauma. You never know. It's not an excuse, it's just, so this is from their perspective why they act in a certain way and why they don't act as you expect them to. And when you say, oh, you should know, this hurt me. No, they don't. They really, honestly, they don't. And then underneath the deck, I just saw when I pack away the observer, and that's exactly what you are asked to do. That's exactly what I was talking about. You know, observe the situation. Just change your perspective. Look from every angle and, yeah, see what is happening here and why it's happening. Oftentimes, these things are not happening against us or because we always pick the wrong people and so on. It's for our development. It's for soul growth, and I really believe it. It's for your growth. Because when you grow into the person who can, like you already did, you already made this step, you're already out of this karmic cycle, that you just have to realize and act accordingly. And that doesn't even mean you can't be with this person, but just first of all, look at them. Are they even able to give you what you want? Not willing. It's not about willing often. If they would, if they could, they maybe would. But it's up to you to decide if you take this little thing or if you wait for and go for this. Or you tell them exactly what you want and you find a middle ground. You know, there's a lot of space here. And everything is on the table. The family, the committed relationship, it's on the table. It's just not solidified. And if you're in a connection, the next step, or staying together, or building in a certain way, making decisions. Yeah. Okay, so you've got homework to do. Look at the situation from different angles, really important. And see if they are really who you think they are. If you have friends that know this person and you, then maybe ask them, how do you see that person? And you might be surprised what comes out. Maybe something completely different than you thought. All right, I hope that was helpful, and I see you in my next reading. Bye. If you have chosen the orange calcite, this is your reading. Let's see. What does the universe want you? What does the universe want you to know about your love life? What's your urgent message? What do you need to know? Queen of Cups. Page of Cups. Oh, Page of Swords, sorry. Page of Cups. There you go. That was predictive. I'm psychic, you know. Page of Wands. Three of Wands. Okay. Three pages. No pentacles yet. Let's see if the Page of Pentacles comes out. The Moon. The Lovers. Nice. Page of Cups again instead. That's good. Page of Cups twice. Lovers and the Moon. Beautiful. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? Urgently. It's about to pay off. One more. Things falling apart, change, endings, rebuild. It looks a little bit behind you, to be fair. And now it's about to pay off. Not because I want to make it nice, but because the cards don't show a falling apart. They show something's coming, something's evolving in a very positive way. I think you come from an ending and you just rebuild yourself ready for something new. Garden, books, tree. One Kipper. Privileged lady. Yeah, like I said, I think you come out of something. With all the pages, there's new inspiration, there's news. Small steps into collecting information, flirting a little, meeting people, possibly. Getting offers. You will get an offer. You're quite calm. Waiting patiently who's coming in. You might go out quite a bit. You might not have done that for a while. Or you might be more open. Yeah. Just generally. Go out more, smile more. Be more open towards people. You don't know about the lovers coming in. You don't know about this connection. It's still hidden from you, but it's here. And it's something that is destined. It's destined. Yeah. And you know, if you have rebuilt yourself, then it's about to pay off. That's beautiful. So whatever, how much work you put in, how much you worked on yourself, and maybe on a connection, I don't know. I would see the Seven of Pentacles here for sure if that was the case. So I think it's more something might have fallen apart, or like an epiphany. So your world has crumbled a little bit, your world view. And now you're waiting. And you don't know yet that everything you have been through, now you have built yourself up with a firmer foundation. And that might be the reason why your earnings come in now. Yeah, there's someone on the way, someone amazing. Just wait and see. There might be a few people coming in, but the one water sign maybe, or someone's getting you on an emotional level, and that's probably the one that, and you feel a little karmic with that person. You feel as if you know each other. Let's not use those big words. Yeah, there's something on the way. And I think you feel it with the moon and the lovers. You feel it already. You have an inkling. What's happening here? It's good. It looks good. A few people offers. I think you're, from the cards, you might be younger, or your energy is very young and energetic. Yeah, energetic, but poetic in a way. The sun, more energy. Ace of Cups. I told you. The lovers again. I told you. Love is coming. So this is the least complicated pile, I feel. There's someone coming that is quite destined, with a lot of love and emotions. This is, in my opinion, this is quite with it's about to pay off, and all these good cards and the good messengers and the Ace of Cups and the Sun, which is the optimal source of optimism. Optimal source of optimism. Yeah, this is a beautiful connection on the way. Yeah, beautiful, emotional, fulfilling. This falling apart, which might have hurt you dearly and has led to you being single for a while, or just being lonely or dissatisfied for a while. This is gone. This situation now, it's beautiful. Yeah, that's I don't know what to ask more. That's all you need to know. Some things on the way, and I think you can do with a little bit of uplift and knowing that things are coming, things are on the way. Don't give up. Although I don't see you giving up, I see that it was quite an ending. Blessed. You are blessed. You're definitely blessed. Look how similar these cards are. Yeah. Beautiful. You are blessed now. It's about to pay off. You have probably accumulated a lot of good karma. And yeah, like I said, you're working on yourself. That was good. That was a good move. You did everything right. Well done. Yeah. All right. I hope that helped, and I see you in my next reading. Bye. If you have chosen the Labradorite, this is your reading. This is your feeling, I wanted to say. Oh, goodness. Let's see. What do you need to know? What do you need to know according to the universe? What do you need to know? What are important messages for you? What do you need to know? Page of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Five of Pentacles, the Empress, Nine of Wands, Six of Swords. Fox, Man, Letter, Kipper cards. We have Imprisonment and Community. Oh yeah, two of these. Happily ever after. Dream big. All right. So, what keeps you from your happily ever after? There is someone with determination, but hurt, battle wounded, maybe coming from a connection, just hurt, just not a healthy person, not mentally healthy, not healthy, but not in a good state. Let's put it that way. I hear another love from Tom Odell, I think is his name, yeah. So you or the other person is hurt by someone else. There's someone coming in and they're coming with an offer. They want love. You are single and I think it's you who was hurt. The other person wants to bring you somewhere. They want to bring you out of they are here to bring you out of your state. You are the Empress or the Emperor, but you're not showing it. You play small. You play cool. You want happily ever after. Happily ever after, not everly. Happily ever after. There's someone here who could make it real. Yeah, dream big. Don't make yourself small anymore. It can't be long ago that you're single or that you've been hurt by someone. And the other person is also defensive a little bit or also wounded. And they come with low self-esteem. One of you is the imprisonment and the community is one of you is trapped in fitting in wishes or ideas. The dreams are happily ever after, and they're created by a community, not by yourself or themselves. So it's a little bit there's a way out, and the way out is communication. If you meet this person or you have met this person, that is one thing that can bring you out of the misery. Communication. There's help, there's open arms, but you're looking the other way. Mistrust also, I see. Everything is here. Maybe wounds are too fresh, but this is here. It's right here beside the single person, someone who wants to bring love and wants to bring you into a better place, if you want. But something to do with community and a place in the world that is limiting. You two might be very, very different. Empress and a normal person. It's like, yeah, the Empress and someone who's just a baker or something like that, you know. Big disappointment in the past with this person or another one. And there's an offer. It feels good. The solution is here. The way is here. This is the way. This is the way. The future is blocked, kind of, by limiting beliefs, by insecurities, by being imprisoned by expectations of other people. Will you overcome it? Well, there's one solution is letter is communication, definitely. Talk it out. Do not say things, if you know what I mean. You need to verbalize. Talk about solutions. There are solutions. There are so easy. There's an easy way out. Knight of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. That's good. 2 of Cups again. On the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups on the 2 of Cups. So there is, see, there's again, in this 2 of Cups, there's a mermaid and someone in the boat. So 2 completely different people. Something about your place in the world, or community. Something's there, but love conquers all. And this defensiveness, it's the 9 of Wands is turning into the 10 of Wands, which is good, which means from this standing your ground to action it. I know it's a lot, but I'm still doing it. I'm grabbing the wands, and I'm gonna go, and then I can drop it at some point. Drop all the wands and all the burden, and then we're fine. It's like slow build up, slow healing, slow build up. Maybe sharing the load. See how she's splitting the piles. And that's also what I mean with don't suffer in silence. It's communicate, find a solution together. It's like the 3 of Pentacles here, teamwork, work together. Verbalize the problem. That is the help. And this is here, happily ever after. It's here. Dream big. Know you can do it. Yeah, love conquers all. That's true. It's a little bit, this way is blocked, but there's a sneaky way out. You can still get here. You can still get to the happily ever after. Through teamwork, through talking, taking your worries and just trusting the other person a little, share the burden a little between you two. More message. What do we need to know? Full moon moment, emotions high, release, realization. Full moon moment. I think there's with a new full moon, with the next full moon, we just had one, right? Maybe that energy made something clear. I put this on the block because I think this is, in this case, it's the release. It's also release of the burden. There is a way together. I think a little bit of honesty would do you good. You too, I mean. If things seem difficult with the person coming in that you might not know yet, then you know there are differences and there is a difficulty with belonging and fitting in. You are the other person, and the way out is communication and sticking together despite differences and diversity, and taking it slow, building slow, sharing burdens. Poised. That's good. That's a good sign. A good sign with happily ever after. So there's dream big. Be aware of the solution. Okay, poise just asks you to be confident in your own skin, which is the Empress, and not play small. And with the fox on the Empress, I think that's one of your issues, one of your problems, that you, no matter if you're female or male, if you don't allow yourself to shine and be as amazing as you really are, then you pull the wrong people in. And you give a wrong impression, and others can't live up to your expectations because you feel inadequate for no reason. You might have issues fitting in. It might be you. Don't dim your light. I know it's an overused phrase, but it's true. Do not. Two of Cups twice. There's definitely someone coming for a one-on-one relationship. Someone who shows you the way out of your own imprisonment, and the other way around. You know, you're both in a similar position. You both don't think highly enough of yourselves. Love conquers all in the end. All right. Okay, I hope that helped, and I see you in my next reading. Bye.